Hi, thank you so much for being here. Welcome or welcome back to this video. It's going to be, I guess, me talking about how I approach the One Book July challenge. This video might be up much later than July, but it's still a good, I guess, review and chat about how you can give this a try, even if it is not July, and you're trying to see if you can use one planner instead of multiple. I guess that the idea is to give you an idea or show you how I did this in the month of July and hopefully help you in some way. So if you're interested, I hope you stick around. So throughout the video, you will see some chocolate popping in the screen every now and then, and I don't know what that happened. I guess that day I was more into, I needed to plan and eat chocolate. I don't know what happened. It just happened. So yeah, you will see some candy around on the table every now and then. So what I'm doing here is I am updating my Asics, and this is the book that I chose to do the One Book July challenge. I wanted to see if I could actually fit all my plannings in this small book. The idea was to give it a try because it was small. I had never tried it in Asics before, and also I wanted to see if I could actually plan in a planner that only has monthlies and dailies, which is what I used more often, I guess. So I really did wanted to give myself the chance to do that. And so what I'm doing is I'm referencing my other planners. I do use a cousin for daily pages. I use my weeks for everyday carry, so everything that I plan, it's in there. And then I also use a common planner for work. So I'm referencing all three, just kind of going through whatever I said I was going to do in the month, and making sure that I am including it on the planning pages here on my Asics. And so yeah, so you will see me opening those planners throughout the video. And what I'm doing here is setting up the page, and the approach that I am my approach to set up the Asics is similar to my cousin, since the layout it's almost the same. I divided the page and leaving the left portion as a of the timeline that is on the left. I use it as a to-dos section for the day, and then the right side of the page I use it to do entries throughout the day. And but since this planner is much smaller than the cousin, I want to ensure that I do have some fun doodles. Like I'm referencing kind of back here to other pages that I back planned. So I want to ensure that I have space for doodles because I like that, and I also want to ensure that I have a space for the most important things that I have to plan for the day, notes, reminders, appointments, things like that. So to do that, I am making sure that I am referencing the upcoming appointments, making sure that the priorities are added to my to-dos or in my section here for the daily to-do section. And what I did this time, I guess, on this day I was planning. I think this is one of those days that I was planning more intentionally, or so I thought anyways. And I wanted to ensure that most of the important things were planned ahead of time, and I also wanted to see I ended up color coding like what was personal and what was work, because I wanted to review that at the end of the day. One thing that I am still just kind of struggling on this planner is finding a pen that I love using. Like on my cousin, I enjoy writing with my 0.5 Klena. It is my favorite pen. I've tried all the other ones I have, and I always go back to that one. There's just something about that pen and that paper that I enjoy. And on this one, it's just different. I tried the Klena in here, and I just didn't like it. So what I did was the very first few days of the month when I started using this, I tried all the pens on every day. I will try a different pen until the idea was to try to find my favorite one, and I'm still kind of working on it. But lately I've been using the Signo 207, which is it's the one that I find that dries faster on this paper, and the better one I guess so far. But on this one, I guess the one you're seeing on this day, I was trying the cloth and paper Oh my gosh, I forgot the name of it, but I got it on a subscription box of cloth and paper, and I tried to actually find it again to see if I can buy more, because I do enjoy writing with it on my weeks, but I haven't been able to find it. Anyways, I did try it on this setup here on these 2 days, but I found that it smudges easily even after a few days, so I haven't tried it. I haven't used it again. But anyways, again, going back to actual planning in here, what I'm trying to do again is try to plan more consciously and be mindful of the space. And what I tested on this day, first of all, I did went in and plan beforehand. So I am setting up these pages on Sunday or the day before. I don't know what day it was, but the day before. And so what I did was try to add as much as possible as I could remember and could find out, and migrate it from previous days. Things that I still wanted to get done, I added to the to-dos. So it's a big to-dos sort of for that day. And I don't think that I completed not even half of it after all, but I did went ahead and add it ahead of time, because it was a way for me to see if I can fit everything in the page, and still make sense of the information. And I just kind of wanted to try that approach. After that, I went in, and the next day, I don't think that you will see this in the video, but I did try to, instead of planning ahead of time, I just added things as I got them done. And I'm still kind of deciding which approach it works best for me, but yeah, just kind of sharing that with you. So I guess that doing this approach on July has been very helpful to me, in the sense of I am discovering that I really, really love the spacing on my cousin. I am also kind of discovering my preference on paper, even though it should be the same tomo river paper on the Asics, Techo, and the cousin, but for some reason it just feels different on the cousin. So that's still my favorite between the cousin, the weeks, and the Asics and the common planner. Those are the main planners that I use. I think I have found that my favorite is the cousin, and that is something that I didn't really realize before doing this challenge. So I guess that's one thing that I've learned so far. Again, the other thing is my the spacing, and how I like to kind of plan my days, and how to keep it how I like to keep it fun and functional at the same time. So to do that, I'm discovering that I might need more space than in Asics. I'm still again finishing the book for July, as if it was my only planner, because I do, and again, I want to give it the entire month as a testing. So this same setup that you're seeing me completing here, doing my to-dos and referencing my planners and trying to set it up as a functional planning layout, is what I have been doing the entire month. I have been truly using the planner. So what I do is I have been updating all my other planners anyways, because again, my weeks is my everyday carry planner. Like everything that I plan, it's in that planner, and I want to ensure that at the end of the year it is complete. Same thing with my cousin. I compromise to finish every single page on that notebook, and it's just something that I have to do. It's be kind of been it's becoming a habit sort of to open that my cousin every evening and update it for the day. And then my common planner is my work and business planner. That's where I just jot down notes about videos, topics, research, due dates for work, or bills to do, or orders to complete, and things like that. Things that I not necessarily have to have on my everyday carry, or something that I have to refer back often, just reminders for the day and monthly planning for business. So I do enjoy, or have to, I guess, to update that one to keep track of all the to-dos. And so I have been updating all of my planners anyways, but in my mind, I'm trying to pretend that my Asics is my only planner. So that's the one that I keep open on my desk during the day to see if I can make sure that I have all the things that I said I was going to do. or focusing on the things that I said it was priorities, and things like that. So I'm pretending again that that is my only planner. So the other thing that I did actually on this setup was preset a few days in advance, or the week I think it was, because I wanted to have some kind of preset for the week ahead of time. That way I felt like I needed to complete it instead of just putting it aside and not using it. So what I did was I did the division that I do on my dailies. I just divide, that one line down the page to have my to-dos on the left. And I think I added colors as well to all the headers for the week only, including Saturday, because again, I like to have my book pages the same. And on this case, it took me to Saturday. So I went in and added the colors for those 2 pages and added trackers, because I wanted to also know if I could fit my trackers. I am, as you can know, as I'm sure that you know, that I have to have my trackers. So I went in and tried to add trackers to the page. I did not do it for the entire week though, because I wanted to have the ability to switch things around if I needed to. But or actually, I think I did. I did add it to Saturday. Yeah, I think I did. I added just main trackers, but I didn't complete the entire box of trackers. That's what I meant. So I did add a few things that I wanted to ensure to track every day, but I left some space to add other things as I went. And what else? I am referencing the monthly overview. And in this case, I'm doing that just to make sure that if there's anything that I have to do this month, that I added to my dailies, or kind of like if there's something that I needed to complete, and since I wanted to ensure that I was being more productive and intentional with my time, I wanted to have it on the tracker and make sure that I was keeping tabs on it. And yeah, I think that for the setup, I guess that's all I did ahead of time. I wanted to have some kind of setup beforehand, but not like too much that it didn't leave any space for updates or for changes if anything changed during the day. And also I wanted to have space for doodles and pictures. I have been trying this the setup again, sort of like my cousin, and I like adding pictures to my cousin, and the pictures that I use are from my sprocket. They are kind of big, I guess, for these pages, but I have been kind of playing around with them and cutting them down to make them fit on the page, but also leaving space for actual planning and all this stuff. So I guess that in summary, I guess the idea of the video is to show you how I am still referencing my main planners, the ones that I have been using the entire year, but also setting up this planner as if it was my only planner for the month of July, and giving myself the opportunity to actually test it out and see if I can actually make it work. The whole purpose of the One Planner July, I think I actually just learned about this challenge not too long ago, so I don't know a lot of history behind the challenge, but I guess that I see it as an opportunity to update my system, see what's working, and analyze what I want to do moving forward and how I want to approach it. And that's what I'm trying to do this month, kind of seeing if I can move to a smaller planner, if I can just move to one planner, and giving myself the opportunity to give that test a full test for the entire month. I will be doing a flip through at the end of the month, kind of talking about my pages, showing you how I use them throughout the month and what I think about the planner and how it worked and all the good things. I'm also deciding whether or not to keep on using it, so stay on the lookout for that. I will link it below if it is updated or uploaded by the time I release this video. So yeah, I hope that this video helps you in some way to give this challenge a try. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and until next time, bye.